Hello dear students, welcome to the Royal Palace PU College online classes. So in last class we have discussed about the some general properties of group number 16 element. So 16 elements, that is group number 16 consisting oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and then polonium. So here down the group the size of the atom increases due to addition of extra subcell, and also metallic characters down the group what happen increases. So top two elements, that is oxygen and sulfur, they are the non-metals, and middle two, that is selenium and tellurium, these are the metalloids, and the last one, that is polonium, so that is a typical metal and it is a radioactive elements. The polonium, it is an radioactive elements. Now the continuing part, that is oxidation state. So here this is a property oxidation state, oxygen which exhibit what here -2 oxygen state in metal oxides. So -1 in hydrogen peroxide, 0 oxygen state in O2 and O3. So whereas +2 oxygen state exhibit in OF2. So this is about what here the oxygen state exhibited by the oxygen atom. Okay, so that is -1 in hydrogen peroxide, 0 in O2 and O3, dioxygen and ozone. And here in OF2 that oxygen exhibit what here +2 oxygen state. So this is about what here oxidation state of this oxygen. So now the next point, this is an important. So how the anomalous behavior of nitrogen, already we know the group number 15 elements. Again here in group number 16 anomalous behavior of this oxygen. So here the elements oxygen which shows what here a different properties compared to the other elements which are present in the group number 16 elements. So group number 16 elements consisting, that is here oxygen, sulfur, selenium and then tellurium, then what here polonium. Now down the group what happen, metallic character increases and this is a typical metal, and these two are the metalloids and these are the non-metals. These are the non-metals. Now here the anomalous behavior of oxygen, this one top one oxygen atoms. So anomalous behavior means the behavior which are different from the other elements behavior. So in the same group, now this oxygen, the anomalous behavior is due to the reason what here due to their small size. As you know, down the group the size of the atom increases due to addition of what here extra subcell. So by observing this we'll come to know that the oxygen, it is an topmost element. It is an topmost element. So for that reason the size of the oxygen is very small. So due to that reason the oxygen that will show what here anomalous behavior. And one more thing, the size of the atom is very less in the same group. I mean size of the atom is smaller compared to these elements. So sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. So compared to these elements the oxygen size is very small and it is an high electronegative in nature. You know that one. As the size of the atom decreases, the electronegativity will be increases. Okay, so in generally along the period the size of the atom decreases, the electronegativity increases. Same here also, the size of the atom due to this oxygen having smaller size and high electronegativity, and also that having what here high ionization enthalpy, also that having high ionization enthalpy. And moreover one more anomalous property of this, due to this what here there is a absence of d orbitals. So here in heavier members there is a entry of what here d orbitals can be takes place. So there is a presence of what here d orbitals. So in case of oxygen atom there is a absence of d orbitals. So for that reason, so the oxygen valency is restricted to 4 only. The valency, covalency, that is restricted to 4 only. Okay, so due to absence of d orbitals. However in heavier member there is a presence of what here d orbitals. There may be slightly expand in their valency. The oxygen atom, the covalency is restricted to only 4 because of the absence of the d orbitals. Okay, so now here and also in case of H2O we are going to observe what here hydrogen bonding, but not in case of what here H2S. So this is an anomalous property. So in case of H2O, we are going to observe what here, hydrogen bonding, whereas so the hydrogen bonding we are not going to observe in case of what here, H2S, hydrogen sulfide. So this is about what here, anomalous behavior of what here, oxygen atom. So these are the very important. The anomalous behavior is due to what here, smaller size, high electronegativity, high ionization enthalpy, absence of d orbitals. So in case of group number 15, so we already know the anomalous behavior of nitrogen, but in case of group number 16, so here we have anomalous behavior of what here, oxygen atom. So next one concept, that is dioxygen, that is oxygen. So the preparation of oxygen, so that is prepared from the perchlorate KClO3. So when it is heated under in presence of catalyst, that is manganese dioxide, so there is a formation of what here, a oxygen, dioxygen. So 2 KClO3, so that will on heating on in presence of MnO2, manganese dioxide catalyst, and there is a formation of what here, a oxygen, dioxygen 3O2. So this is an very important preparation of the dioxygen. Now the next one concept, that is from the thermal decomposition of metal oxide. Similar, so when the metal oxide undergo decomposition on heating, so there is a formation of what here, a dioxygen. See here, so here we have an silver oxide, okay. So here the silver oxide on heating, that will undergo decompose and produce what here, production of what here, O2, dioxygen atoms. So same thing, the metal oxide on heating, that will undergo decompose. So hence the name given what here, by the thermal decomposition of metal oxide. So metal oxide undergo decompose on heating, and there is a formation of what here, O2, oxygen, dioxygen. So similarly, I have taken here one more example, that is mercuric oxide. So here also same thing, on heating there is a formation of what here, O2, and here lead dioxide, again here formation of what here, O2. So same the concept, that is the metal oxide on heating, that will undergo decompose, thermal decompose, and there is a formation of what here, O2. Here I have taken some examples, the silver oxide, mercury oxide, lead oxide. Okay, so there is a these methods which are used to prepare what here, a dioxygen. So now the next one concept, that is same, from the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. So here again the hydrogen peroxide on decompose on heating, that will undergo decompose in presence of a catalyst, that is manganese dioxide. So there is a formation of what here, O2. So here on heating, I mean from the perchlorate we are going to prepare what here, a dioxygen. From the thermal decomposition of metal oxide, here I have given example, silver oxide, mercury oxide, lead oxide, and after this from the thermal decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, H2O2, so that on heating, that will undergo decompose in presence of MnO2 catalyst. So there is a formation of what here, oxygen. And now some of the chemical reactions of oxygen with aluminum, carbon, CH4. So here you know that one, when aluminum react with oxygen, there is a formation of what here, aluminum oxide. When aluminum react with oxygen, there is a formation of aluminum oxide. When carbon react with dioxygen, there is a formation of carbon dioxide, C plus O2, that is CO2. And one more thing, when methane react with the oxygen atom, there is a formation of carbon dioxide and water molecule. So these are the reactions of oxygen with aluminum. When the oxygen react with aluminum, there is a formation of aluminum oxide. When the oxygen react with carbon, there is a formation of carbon dioxide. When the oxygen react with the methane, there is a formation of carbon dioxide and water molecule. Now the next one concept, that is uses of oxygen. So in welding, in oxyacetylene welding, the dioxygen which is used, and dioxygen which is also used in the hospitals, and even the dioxygen used as a fuel in the rocket. So this is about what here, the oxidation state, anomalous behavior of oxygen, and the preparation of dioxygen from the potassium perchlorate, from the metal oxide, silver oxide, mercurous oxide, lead oxide, and from the thermal decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, and some of the chemical reactions with Oxygen when react with aluminum, there is a formation of aluminum oxide. Oxygen when react with carbon, there is a formation of carbon dioxide. And when the oxygen react with the methane, that gives what here water and carbon dioxide, and some of the uses. Now next one, that is oxides of the oxygen atoms. So here we are going to observe the types of the oxides. So that acidic oxide, basic oxide, neutral oxide, and amphoteric oxide. Okay, so when the oxygen react with oxygen, there is a formation of what here oxides. So we are going to observe what here oxides. The first one, acidic oxide. These are the types of oxides. Acidic oxide. The second one is basic oxide, basic oxides. Next, third one, amphoteric oxide, amphoteric oxide. And the last one, that is fourth one type, that is neutral oxide, neutral oxides. Okay, so what are acidic oxide? So the oxides, when they combine with water, so that gives an acid, they are called what here acidic oxide. So oxides, when they combine with water and give an acid. So such type of oxides are called what here acidic oxide. So example, so sulfur dioxide, vanadium pentoxide, V2O5, so N2O5. So these are the example oxides, these are the examples for the acidic oxides. So oxides, when they combine with water, it give an acid. Such type of oxides are called what here acidic oxide. Example, sulfur dioxide, vanadium pentoxide, so N2O5 dinitrogen pentoxide. So these are the example for the acidic oxide. So the next one concept, that is basic oxide. So basic oxides are the oxides, so when they combine with water, so that gives base. Example, so calcium oxide and barium oxide. So these are the example for the basic oxide. So basic oxides are the oxides, so when they react with the water, that gives what here base. So example for the basic oxide, that is calcium oxide and barium oxide. So next one, amphoteric oxide. So amphoteric oxides are the oxides which behave both, which shows both character, like acidic and basic character. Such type of oxides are called what here amphoteric oxides. So amphoteric oxides are the oxides which shows a acidic oxide character as well as basic oxide character. Such type of oxides are called what here amphoteric oxide. So example, so aluminum oxide, Al2O3. So this is an example for the amphoteric oxide. So now the next one, that is neutral oxide. So these are the oxides which neither acidic nor basic, or the oxides which do not carry any charges, acidic and basic, neither acidic nor basic. Such type of oxides are called what here neutral oxide. So example, carbon monoxide, nitric oxide, so N2O, nitrous oxide, laughing gas. So these are the example for the neutral oxide. So these are the types of the oxides, and what are acidic oxide along with examples, basic oxide along with example. Amphoteric means oxide which shows both character, acid as well as base character, here example. And then the last one, neutral oxide, neither acidic nor basic. Such type of oxides are called neutral oxides. So example, carbon monoxide and nitric oxide. So next one concept, that is ozone, that is formula ozone is O3, and preparation, when a dry stream of oxygen passed through the electrical discharge, the partially the oxygen is converted into what here ozone. Okay, so here the structure, resonance structure of this ozone. So the both the cases, each oxygen attained their octet structure 2 4 6 8 2 4 6 8 2 4 6 8. That means one bond that is equal to the 2 electrons. So now here these are the resonance of the what here ozone, resonance hybrid of the or resonance structure of the ozone. In both cases, the each oxygen attain their octet rule. Now the next one concept, that is reactions. Here the ozone, when they react with the lead sulfide, so that use what here lead sulfate. Here oxidation can be takes place, oxidation. So the ozone which oxidize what here lead sulfide to lead sulfate, that is PbS react with ozone, that is O3, and there is a formation of PbSO4. That means lead sulfide to lead sulfate. PbSO4 means lead sulfate, and this is PbS means lead sulfide. So this is an oxidizing action of what here ozone. Now next one reaction, that is ozone when they react with what here nitric oxide. Ozone when they react with nitric oxide, there is a formation of what here nitrogen dioxide and oxygen O2. Okay, so the next one, that is uses of ozone. It is used in a germicides, pesticides and disinfectant. Used in ozone, used in preparation of or manufacture of what here germicides, pesticides and used as disinfectant. So used as disinfectant to kill the to fight against what here microorganisms. The disinfectant for the manufacture of disinfectant, the ozone is used. And the next one, used for the bleaching of oils and starch. It is an it is also act as an bleaching agent. And one more uses of this ozone is act as an oxidizing agent. Even I have given here example, the ozone which is act as an oxidizing agent, that will oxidize what here lead sulfide to PbS to lead sulfide, that is PbSO4. Now these are the uses of what here ozone. Ozone preparation, that is dry stream of oxygen passed through the electrical discharge. Slightly what happened, partially slowly that dioxide converted into what here ozone. These are the resonance structure of the ozone. So with this I will stop here. So next class we will continue. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you.